Every time I see someone post about the baby bombings in Palestine, I like the tweet and I put the 100 emoji. I'm not gonna shut up. I have the platform, you don't, and that's how God had it happen. Allah, strike me down. Hey, Allah, you're a bitch. Your religion's a fucking scam, and the only reason you exist in this decade is because you're a tax write-off. There you go. What do? Fly a plane into one of my buildings?
Alright, so recently on Twitter, this kick streamer named Ac7ionman has been going crazy. He's really just losing his mind. He's been going on crazy rants, just talking about the most absurd things and just saying some really outlandish and hateful shit. And I think it's pretty crazy how we have people like this still platformed. I mean, listen to him. He's saying some really bad things, and I'm not gonna get into any politics because personally, I don't really want to speak on anything I don't know much about. For those of you who don't know who he is, I'm gonna play a clip so you guys can really just see what he got famous for.
I just don't know anything right now. I don't want to do anything, man. I just Okay, let me just relax here, man. Okay.
Alright, so as you can see, his content is very good, and the fan base he grew with this content became very parasocial. As you can see, his chat tends to be the villain in every story or every stream he does, and then you mix that with the fact that this guy is very emotional. He tends to really just be, you know, in the downs, really just be feeling it for real. And recently it seems that it's really just getting to him now. Like, you can see this man is just constantly breaking down. He even had a stream where he was crying.
I'm sorry for being a little bitch in the corner of that hotel room. I want to my own throat.
Bro, don't do that.
For doing that to you, bro. I'm so sorry, man. I won't stop doing that, man.
Don't do that. Don't fucking hurt yourself. Don't hurt yourself. No, don't hurt yourself. Man is 1,000 times better.
And it's crazy that the people around him don't see any problems with this. They just rather, you know, just continue to let him stream, because guess what? Everybody here is just for content. No one really cares about anyone. And this is shown a lot of times when people get into fights, and rather than try to break it up or try to do anything to, you know, stop it, they just film. And this is the type of shit that happens on Kick. It's just a group of people really just doing dumb things. You have people like Neon, people like Jack Doherty, Ac7ionman, Zerka, and they just do the most dumbest things, and this is just all for views. And honestly, it's very mind-numbing to think how you could live like this, but guess what? They're rich. It doesn't really matter what they do. They could just do the dumbest things all day, because guess what? It doesn't really matter at the end of the day, because their bank account's getting pretty fat from this. But shit, I want to touch that cheese too, but at the cost of your mental sanity, it just doesn't really make sense, especially not to me at least. But that's how things are nowadays. People on the internet really just love to fiend for clout and just do whatever they can to, you know, make a quick buck, whether that be making fun of the elderly, committing crimes, or just being 445s. And I think it's crazy how often we see content creators that people look up to get outed as just terrible people. But anyways, we still haven't looked at the clip, so I'm gonna let it play.
I'm not gonna shut up. I have the platform, you don't, and that's how God had it happen. Allah, that's how Allah had it happen. Oh, Allah, please, Allah, strike me down. Hey, Allah, you're a your religion's a fucking scam, and the only reason you exist in this decade is because you're a tax write-off. There you go. What do? Fly a plane into one of my buildings?
Alright, so as we can see, he's under the influence definitely, and I think he has a problem with substances, especially alcohol, and I think nicotine. For anyone out there that is hitting a Nick stick, please put that shit down. It's not worth it, trust.
I'm promising you, Somalians live a better life than the motherfuckers over there. You guys don't understand. You listen to Sneeko and other that have a following. You can't think for yourself. You're a sheep.
And I actually have a problem with what he said, because everybody's not a sheep. If anything, he's a sheep also because he follows everybody else, especially like Jack Doherty and Ice Poseidon. And people like me found out about him because of Jack Doherty, because he just seemed to be one of his groupies, and he really just is everybody's groupie, especially Ice Poseidon and Jack Doherty.
Bad people over there, man.
Alright, but after this he gets into more dicey waters with like more politics and stuff like that, and as I said, I'm gonna keep that out of the video. But still, I think he really needs to check himself into a mental facility, because at this rate he's just gonna end up like Fousey Tube.
Make it make sense, man. That makes no human sense, man. No one else having this problem.
What's worse is the people that actually watch this shit and actually consider it good entertainment. I think that those people are really just melting their brains. And shit, I waited to post a video because I wanted to see if anything would happen or if he would get banned or anything, and guess what? He did. And shit, imagine being one of the first people to get banned on Kick. That's a terrible feat right there. And yeah, that's gonna conclude the video. If you guys liked the video, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. Subscribe. See ya.